At the start of the drama, we see the male lead, Meow, who is driving the car with anger and saying, "I hate that girl a lot." Now, while driving the car, he sees that the girl he wants to run over is standing in front, and Meow moves the car forward in that direction. Now, whether Meow hits this girl with the car or not, this is not shown. The scene cuts right here, and we see in a flashback that some students have come to admit into a college. Here, admission for military training is happening. Here we see the female lead, Rui Ning, who is sitting with her friend Katie. Katie and Rui Ning are talking together about boys. Now, pointing Rui Ning toward a senior named Lin, Katie says, "He is very handsome, famous, and intelligent." Now, seeing Lin, Rui Ning remembers, "A few days ago I heard Lin playing a tune on the violin. This is the same tune that Rui Ning has heard a friend of hers playing in her childhood." She feels Lin is that same friend. Now Katie says to Rui Ning, "Why are you looking at Lin?" "I like him." Rui Ning says, "You like him from today, but I have liked him for a long time." Now after this, Rui Ning gets up and proposes to Lin in front of everyone. Just then, Meow comes there and says, "A famous boy like Lin will not accept you." Now Rui Ning asks, "Who are you?" Meow says, "Remember." Then we see in a flashback that Rui Ning is on the road running, and just then she finds Meow, whom she tells, "Please save me." Just then, an angry duck starts coming there, seeing which Meow also starts running. Now Rui Ning enters the house and closes the door, and then Meow comes in front of the door and asks her, "Open the door." But Rui Ning does not open the door at all, so that duck starts bit Meow very hard. Then the scene comes to the current time where Rui Ning says, "Oh, so it's you." Anyway, then later Rui Ning tells Katie that she should go to the market. Now Katie understands, Rui Ning is sending me to the market to keep an eye on Lin. So on this matter, Katie gets angry at Rui Ning and asks, "Since when did you start liking Lin?" Rui Ning says, "Our connection is not from today. Our connection is from childhood." On that side, Lin is talking to a man. This man asks him, "Do you really not know that girl who proposed to you in the morning?" So Lin says, "Absolutely not. She probably made a bet with someone that she would propose to me." Just then, Rui Ning pulls him from behind and says, "I did not lie." Then Rui Ning takes him to a lab and says, "We both have known each other since childhood." Just then, both of them hear the sound of someone coming. Then everyone comes there. Here, Lin and Rui Ning's moms also come. Now, Rui Ning's mom is a famous Asian painter. Seeing her mom, Lin says to her, "Mom, you here?" After this, everyone finds out about Rui Ning's mom as well. Now Lin has a passion for Asian painting, so he was looking for a teacher. But later, Lin's mom tells Lin, "Whatever happens, do not become Rui Ning's mom's student." Further, all the students sit in a bus where Meow sits near Rui Ning. Actually, Meow is Lin's brother. So Meow tells Rui Ning, "Stay away from my brother. He doesn't trap everyone like you do." So Rui Ning says, "That day I wasn't going to trap you. I was just very scared." Then Rui Ning goes to feed a biscuit to Meow, but Meow moves his mouth away. Seeing this, the teacher scolds Rui Ning and says, "Eating anything on the bus is not allowed." Even then, Rui Ning secretly eats the biscuit and forcibly feeds the biscuit to Meow too. Now the teacher turns toward both of them and asks both, "You ate something, right?" But due to the biscuit being in both of their mouths, neither can say anything. They just keep their mouths shut, look at each other, and then start laughing. After this, all students reach a place where they will be given military training. Here, Rui Ning and Katie are unable to share a room because the authority has selected a girl named Zhen to share the room with Rui Ning. Now inside the room, Zhen says to Rui Ning, "How can you sell my mom the dress worn by you?" Now, how Zhen is related to Rui Ning and how she got Rui Ning's dress. We will find out all this ahead. Now after this, Zhen tells Rui Ning, "My mom has been doing a maid's job in your house for 10 years. That is why I am also living in your house, but this does not mean that you will give me your worn dress." Here we see in a flashback that Zhen's mom was packing Rui Ning's dresses. Just then, she saw a dress of Rui Ning. Rui Ning told her, "I will not wear this dress anymore. Throw it away." So Zhen's mom says, "Zhen's age is around your age. Why don't you sell this dress to me?" So Rui Ning agrees and says, "Since this dress is not new, I will sell it at half price." Now there was no fault of Rui Ning in this because she had sold this branded dress for only 150 rupees. But in the current time, the scene comes, and Zhen does not understand her words. Anyway, then we see Katie, who tells Rui Ning, "A boy misbehaved with me. That boy is here." So Rui Ning tells her, "Punch him as soon as you see him." Then when Katie opens a door, a boy comes out who is Katie's crush. Now that boy says, "You must have had a misunderstanding. I didn't do anything to you intentionally." Now Katie also starts falling for his words because in the end, Katie likes him. But Rui Ning gets angry and she goes to punch Katie's crush whose name is Mo. But just then Meow comes from the front and he gets hit by Rui Ning's punch. Now due to this, he is unable to speak and everyone goes to the doctor. So the doctor asks, "Rui Ning hit Meow. So Meow got hurt on the face and Rui Ning on the hand. Now whose treatment should I do? Anyway, then both Rui Ning and Meow leave after getting treatment. And Rui Ning says, don't tell Lin anything about this. Meow says, you will stay away from brother. Whoever you stay with, you just trap them. Now after this, we see Meow is asleep and he starts having dreams of that angry duck. And along with that, he also has dreams of the punch received from Rui Ning. Just then, outside Meow's room, Lin and Rui Ning come. Seeing Rui Ning, Meow gets angry. So Lin says, don't get angry at her. Look how she's crying. She said it wasn't her fault. Now after this, Rui Ning asks Lin, give me his WeChat ID. Then later, Meow is on a cycle. And just then, Rui Ning comes from behind and sits on his cycle. Meow asks her to get off, but Rui Ning does not listen. So Meow rides the cycle in such a way that Rui Ning might fall. Now later, Lin tells Meow, Rui Ning's mom is a popular artist. Hearing this, Meow is surprised. Then he asks Lin, did that work of yours get done? Lin says, no. Now Rui Ning asks, which work? Meow says, actually, the place where I got stuck in front of that angry duck because of you, a person lives there. Lin went to ask him, give me colors, because he has good colors, but he didn't even open the door. So Rui Ning says, that person is my uncle. If you keep Jen stopped for me, I can go to uncle with Lin. With this, your work of getting color can be done. So everyone agrees. Now in the evening, Rui Ning is about to leave, but Jen starts following her because her main job is to keep an eye on Rui Ning. Now Meow stops her and says, will you become the model for my painting? Now Jen likes staying with Meow, so she agrees. Over there, Rui Ning and Lin go to that artist who has colors. This artist's name is Uncle Yan. Now, seeing Rui Ning, Uncle Yan lets both of them come inside. Rui Ning brings a glass for Uncle Yan, which her mom had asked her to give to Uncle Yan. Seeing this gift, Uncle Yan gets happy. On that side, Jen has been sitting as a model for a very long time. Meow says, sorry, you had to sit for so long because of me. Jen says, no, I am happy that you asked me to become a model. In all this, Meow has already messaged Rui Ning and Lin to come back soon. But those two stay, sitting with Uncle Yan even then. Here, Meow prepares a portrait of Jen and gives it to her. Jen says, a girl lives in my room whose parents give her a new portrait of hers every year on her birthday. I also wish that a portrait of mine be made. Now I am very happy. I will keep looking at this portrait of mine whenever I want. Hearing this, Meow feels bad, and he tears Jen's portrait. Jen gets surprised. On this, Meow says, I will make a better portrait than this for you. Now Meow starts making Jen's portrait from the heart. Seeing both of them from the window, Katie thinks, when did so much friendship happen between these two? So she goes to tell all these things to Rui Ning by calling her. And then Mo comes in front of her and says, I want to apologize to you properly. So, will you come with me for some time? Hearing this, Katie agrees happily. Over there, Rui Ning and Lin find out about Yan staying angry. Actually, Lin's company had hired Yan's assistant. This assistant was a piece of Yan's heart. So now Rui Ning explains to Yan, the company will hire employees, and Lin has no fault in this. Lin is a very good painter. You give him colors. He will work nicely. After this, Katie calls Rui Ning and starts talking to her. From behind, Jen and Meow were coming, but Katie had not seen this thing. Now she says loudly on the phone, okay, so you only sent Meow for Jen so that you could go out. That's good. Hearing this, Jen's lost her senses. The situation becomes awkward for Meow too, and he is unable to understand how he should say sorry to Jen. But Jen says, no problem. Saying this, she leaves from there. After this, Rui Ning and Meow are together. Just then, Rui Ning's pants rip, and the sound of this ripping is heard by Meow too. So he puts his jacket on Rui Ning's waist so that her pants get covered. From this matter, Rui Ning gets a slightly romantic feeling. Then she says, don't tell Lin about this. So Meow says, I will definitely tell. Here, seeing Lin's painting, Yan thinks why Lin has separated the colors. So Rui Ning says, actually, Meow also helped in this. So Yan asks Meow, why did you separate the colors? Meow says, these colors are distinct. They are not the same. So Yan starts looking at these paintings again and again with his glass. Anyway, then later we see Rui Ning and Meow leaving Uncle Yan's house and going by the road. And just then, a person tells both of them, something of yours has fallen into the water, so both of you should save it. Immediately, Meow jumps into the water. Then the scene cuts, and Rui Ning and Meow return to the camp. Here, their teacher scolds both of them because they went out. But just then, a call comes to that teacher where someone says, 2 of your students saved my child's life. I want to honor them. Hearing this, the teacher becomes very happy. Next day, that person honors both of them in front of everyone. Here, everyone finds out these 2 have saved a dog. Hearing this, all students start laughing at them. Now 2 girls standing behind Jen talk about Meow and Rui Ning. They say, these 2 are very cute. These 2 should become a couple. Hearing this, Jen gets jealous. Then the scene cuts, and we are shown a time much later when everyone has left the military school and Rui Ning is at her home with her mom. Here she tells her mom, Lin is my friend and he is very nice. You please make him your student. Her mom says, I will first take a test whether he is capable of being my student or not. On that side, Yan tells Lin, I want to make Meow my student because he has a unique talent. I want someone else to use my techniques after I am gone. That is why I want to teach him painting in my way right now because I am also getting old, so I don't know when I might pass away. On that side, Jen is unpacking her bag, and just then she sees the portrait drawn by Meow. This portrait is of Jen only. Now seeing this, Jen starts missing Meow. This means Jen is serious about Meow. Over there, Rui Ning tries different outfits because today she will tell Lin, I am your childhood friend. Now Jen's mom has told Jen, go to the market because Rui Ning's friend is coming. Now Jen feels Katie is coming. But just then Lin and Meow come from behind. This means these two friends of Rui Ning were coming. Now these two don't know Jen is a maid here. So these two ask her, what are you doing here? Jen doesn't understand what she should say. Just then, Jen's mom opens the main gate of the house. Then she asks Jen, you came? Now seeing Lin and Meow, she says, you guys came? Ma'am is inside. From this, Lin and Meow understand Jen is the housemaid, but this makes no difference to these two. After this, Meow sees Rui Ning playing a tune on the violin. Here we see in a flashback, two children are standing, and one child is playing this same tune on the violin. This means the boy Rui Ning had seen playing the violin in childhood is not Lin, but Meow. Now later, Meow asks Rui Ning, do you really think that childhood friend of yours is Lin? Rui Ning says, yes, and you don't need to think about this because that child is not you. Now here Meow does not clear Rui Ning's misunderstanding and says, I don't even want to become your crush. Then these two are looking at each other with anger. Later, Meow makes a portrait of Rui Ning, and then he thinks, hey, why am I making her portrait? Then he crumples that portrait and throws it down. Later, Jen finds this portrait, and she tears this portrait. She gets angry and thinks, Rui Ning snatched my love. Now I will take revenge for this. At night, Katie tells Rui Ning, go there to meet Lin tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Now Jen hears these things because here too Jen is Rui Ning's roommate. Now the next day at 5 o'clock, Jen goes to meet Lin because she now wants to snatch Rui Ning's love. Now then Katie gets surprised seeing Jen and Lin together. After this, Katie is able to see Mo in the canteen. Now she enters the counter there to go talk to Mo, but just then her head gets stuck in the counter. On the other side, Rui Ning is doing hair straightening, and just then her hair gets stuck in the straightener. So she calls Meow. Meow asks, why did you call me for help? So she says, in front of classmates, I am a beauty queen. I cannot call them for help. Only in front of you can I stay like this. Meow asks, meaning, do I have no prestige? Rui Ning says, quietly take the hair out of the straightener. Then in all this, these two come a little close, which creates a romantic atmosphere. Now then Meow cuts Rui Ning's hair, and then he starts leaving through the window. Now Rui Ning is lost in her thoughts, but hearing a sound she comes to her senses. She goes to the window and sees Meow has fallen very badly. Now she asks Meow, are you okay? Meow gets up with swag and starts walking. Then when Rui Ning leaves the window, Meow starts walking in such a way as if he is feeling a lot of pain. On that side, Katie is rescued, and she asks Mo, did anyone take my photo? Mo says, no, but they made videos. Here, Rui Ning realizes that Meow has cut her hair. Then she says, I will not leave Meow. Later, we see Katie and Rui Ning standing together, and it is raining a lot. Now, seeing this, a boy offers an umbrella to Katie, but Katie says, no, I will go with my best friend only. In this way, she wants to explain that no boy can ever come between her and Rui Ning. But then, when Mo offers an umbrella to Katie, she immediately gets ready to go with him. Seeing all this, Rui Ning gets angry. Just then, Lin comes to Rui Ning with an umbrella. Actually, Meow has told Lin, do so, because now Meow has also started caring for Rui Ning. Now in conversation, Lin tells Rui Ning, Mom wanted a girl in childhood, so she used to keep Meow's hair long. Meow didn't like this, so once he ran away from home. Then he came back too. On this, Rui Ning remembers, my childhood friend also told me my mom also kept my hair long and I ran away from home then. But later, he realized, my mom loves me too. So he came back. Now later, Rui Ning calls Meow to ask, are you my childhood friend or not? But just then, Jen comes into the room. She says, why did you touch the bed? My money was in it. In the process of cleaning the bed, you made me lose my money. I am poor. That is why you do all this with me, right? Now Meow is listening to these things on the phone. So later, Rui Ning gives money to Jen, but Jen does not accept it. Next day in college, Jen feels hungry, but she has no money, so she cannot eat anything. Rui Ning notices this thing and tells Katie, you give her a treat in the canteen. But Katie says, I was insulted in the canteen, so I will not go there. At night, Ruining asks Meow whether he is her childhood friend or not. But Meow avoids these things. Just then, both of them hear a screaming sound. Over there, we see Katie is stuck in that same counter. Actually, this time she was checking. If I can enter that counter, can I get out of there or not? And doing all this, she gets stuck herself. Then Mo comes there and goes to save her. Here, Meow and Ruining get locked inside a room, so they start talking amongst themselves. Now here, Ruining asks, "You are that childhood friend of mine, right?" Here, Meow says it. "Yes, I am that one. But you have proposed to Lin in front of everyone, and Lin has also started liking you a little bit now, so I don't want to come between you two." Then he shows Ruining his childhood drawing, and he says, "I am returning this to you and freeing myself from you." So then Ruining also says, "Okay, you also remember that I hate you beyond limits." Now later, seeing that drawing with Meow, Lin asks Meow about it. Meow says, "I made this drawing for Ruining in childhood." Hearing this, Lin gets shocked and angry. Next day in college, Ruining does not talk to Meow. Over there, Jen's condition is getting bad due to hunger. Anyway, then later it is announced that a match is going to happen between Lin and Meow. So all the girls start cheering for both of them. Now then we see in a flashback when Meow had told Lin about that drawing, then Lin had said, "Forget all this. Now I like Ruining, so you don't need to think about her." The scene comes to the current time, and Lin and Meow's match ends at 1 time. Later, Jen gets hungry and sees a boy taking away expired buns. She tells him, "I will help you." That boy says, "I know you want to eat these buns because you are very poor." Now such things hurt Jen. Just then Meow comes there and has heard everything too. So he hits that boy a lot and tells him to eat those buns. Then Meow takes Jen to the canteen to feed her. Here Lin tells Ruining, "Now I have started loving you. I want you to forget the memories of your past and move forward with me. I want trust to remain between us both, so that I don't feel like I have stole you from someone else." Now hearing all this, Ruining gets surprised because she had not expected that Lin would say something like this. Over there, Meow tells Jen, "I know Ruining's straightener was spoiled by you. Seeing her straightener only, I knew that the straightener had been tampered with, but Ruining wants good for you." Jen says, "Why do you always call Ruining correct?" Then giving the canteen card to Jen, Meow says, "Use this whenever you want." Later, Meow sits in a room and thinks about Ruining. At this time, a classmate of theirs also comes who sees them like this. Then he says, "Whatever you guys are doing, continue doing that. I will not tell anyone." Next day, everyone starts laughing seeing Meow. Meow and Mo both feel embarrassed. A senior says, "We did not know Lin's brother is interested in boys." Hearing this, Ruining does not feel good. She tells that senior, "There are so many dark circles and rashes on your face." That senior says, "How can you say this to me to my face like this?" Ruining says, "I am not like you, who praises someone to their face and speaks ill about them behind their back." Later we see Jen asking Meow, "Walk with me," seeing which Ruining asks, "Where are you guys going?" Actually, here Jen has come to ask Meow, "Go to the canteen." But Meow tells Ruining it is a secret. So seeing this, Ruining gets jealous because now perhaps she has started liking Meow a bit too much. Just then Katie comes and tells Ruining, "It seems Jen is teasing you." Then Ruining starts thinking, "Why would it make a difference to me? I am not Meow's girlfriend." Then later, Ruining returns home where she sees Mom has accepted Lin as a student. Now Lin stays around so Ruining is unable to focus on her work. But in the meantime, Lin makes a portrait of Ruining. Seeing this, Ruining is quite happy. Later in class, everyone decides a performance will happen where Ruining and Meow will be in the lead roles, but Lin does not like this thing. But then he has to agree with everyone. When Ruining and Meow find this out, Ruining thinks, "Will I have to work with him?" Anyway, then at night Ruining starts practicing the performance steps. Seeing her, Jen thinks, "Doing the lead role will get 5 points. Those points make no difference to Ruining. But if I get those points, then it will be easy for me to get a scholarship. Meow will be able to help me in this matter. I will talk to him only." Next day, Jen goes to the canteen. There is very little food on her plate. Seeing this, Meow asks, "Why is there so little food on your plate? I have given you the canteen card." Jen says, "Take the card back. My mom has given me pocket money. I don't want this. And whatever I had used from here, I have added that back here too. You are the first person who thought about me in this way." Now, after this, some normal talks happen between these two. After this, Jen says, "Can you get me Ruining's role?" Actually, doing the main role will get 5 points. Those points make no difference to Ruining. If I get those points, getting a scholarship will be easy for me. Anyway, I don't know how Ruining gets everything easily. She doesn't even deserve all this. Hearing this, Meow gets angry and says, "Don't speak ill about anyone. Ruining deserves all this. So Jen says, yes, sorry, she deserves it. I shouldn't have thought of replacing her. Hearing this, Miao calms down. Further, he tells the directors a competition should be held between Ruining and Jen. So, a competition happened between Ruining and Jen, where Ruining sang the song very badly, but Jen sang very well. So Jen got selected for the main role. After this, Ruining tells Miao, you turned out to be a traitor. You supported her. Miao says, I am not your friend that I would support you. Ruining says, but you know me, and you have come to my house too. Just then, Jen comes there, and after teasing Ruining, takes Miao away from there. Seeing this, Ruining gets very angry. Anyway, then later Lin brings balloons in front of Ruining's window to make her happy. Seeing this, Jen gets angry. Now Katie is also there, so she makes a video of this moment and puts it on social media. Over there, watching this video, Mo says, nowadays, people of our college are becoming so romantic. Miao asks, who became romantic? Mo says, who else? Lin. Now after this, we see Jen, who is very happy because she has now gone one step above Ruining. But just then the trolley on which Jen is raised starts falling. Miao sees this thing and goes to save the trolley from falling. In all this, he gets hurt a lot. Now Jen's foot also slips and she falls. She gets hurt and blood is seen on her clothes. So Ruining asks, are you okay? On this matter, Jen slaps her and says, she's behind my fall. Now Katie says, you cannot accuse her like this. So Jen says, last night, she was the last one in the trolley room. Katie says, just because of that, you cannot point a finger at her. Now Jen goes to hit Ruining again, so she is stopped. Then Lin tells her, you go to the doctor right now. This will be talked about later. Just then Jen asks Miao, you are also proof of this thing. You tell, last night you saw Ruining only in the trolley room, right? Miao says nothing. He just says this much, Ruining can never do such a thing. Now Ruining says, yes, I was in the trolley room yesterday. I felt jealousy too that Jen got the main role, but for that, I will not do such a cheap thing. Now then Jen asks Miao, why do you trust Ruining so much? So Miao looks at her with anger. That is why Jen moves a little away from him. Further, Ruining behaves normally and asks her mom, give me food. Her mom feels bad for her because she has found out everything about the last incident. Now she tells Jen's mom everything. So Jen's mom calls Jen and says, how can you do this? Ruining can never do anything like this. Don't accuse her. Now Jen gets angry because her mom trusts Ruining so much. So making an excuse of a headache, she cuts the call. Anyway, then Ruining is in her room where she checks the college people's comments on her laptop. There, people feel, Ruining has done all this. Just then, Ruining's dad's call comes, and Ruining starts talking to him. In this way, her mood starts getting better slowly. Now in the hospital, Lin says, did Ruining really do this? Jen and Ruining's fight keeps going on always. Miao says, how can you even think like this? Later, Ruining comes to see Miao as well. Now over there, Lin thinks, I will have to find out who is behind all this. Over there, Ruining's mom goes to college where the principal tells her, we are expelling your daughter from the college because all evidences are against her. Now Ruining's mom says, how can you do this? Do you know I can file a case against all of you? Hearing this, the principal also starts getting angry at Ruining's mom. Just then he gets a call from the director who tells him, the board of directors has decided that Ruining will not be expelled. Now the principal tells Ruining's mom, when your reach is up to the top, why did you come to me? After this, Ruining's mom leaves to find that person who helped her. Along with this, Jen sees Ruining's mom on the road and starts calling her, but Ruining's mom does not respond. Now we see Miao's dad comes here. Actually, Miao's dad and Ruining's mom are friends from before. Miao's dad only has helped Ruining's mom right now. Now Jen clicks a photo of Miao's dad because she wants to know what is actually going on between these two. Over there, Miao's mom has seen Ruining and Miao together. So she starts saying a lot of things to Ruining. She says, you have turned both my children to your side. One gives you balloons and the other gets hurt for you. Hasn't your mom taught you anything? Stay away from my children. Now Ruining also starts speaking back, don't say anything about my mom. She doesn't speak ill of their mom in front of other children like you. Now, saying all this, she leaves. But Miao's mom starts getting very angry. After this, Lin tells Jen, the trolley was old. Ruining has done nothing. Jen says, if the trolley was old, then why did only I fall? When Ruining had climbed on it, why didn't she fall? Am I so unlucky that the trolley broke just by my climbing? I cannot support Ruining. I am not her friend. Anyway, then Ruining and her mom are together, where Ruining's mom tells her, soon, I will take you to your uncle's house. Just then, Jen comes there, and she takes Ruining to the room. Jen asks her, what did you say to Miao? That now he is not ready to perform with me. Hearing this, Ruining gets surprised. Now Ruining says, don't accuse me. Now in the conversation, Jen gets angry and goes to slap Ruining. Just then, from outside, her mom and Ruining's mom come. They have heard everything, so Jen's mom tells Jen, apologize to Ruining. She herself starts apologizing to Ruining too. So Ruining's mom stops her and says, leave it, they are children. Now Jen says, we are poor. That is why does this happen to us? You have to stay around rich people, so you don't see their fault. Now hearing this, Jen's mom starts slapping her, seeing which everyone gets shocked. Now later, Jen cries and thinks, Ruining, you separated even my mom from me now. I will ruin you now. Now because Jen is angry at Ruining, she throws Ruining's phone in the jungle. Anyway, then next day, Ruining is about to go to her uncle's house, and just then her mom notices a phone in her hand. She asks her, where did you get this phone from? Ruining says, I don't know where my old phone went, so I bought a new phone. Over there, Meow is calling Ruining, but her phone does not connect. After this, Jen and Mo start performing, but chemistry does not build between them. Anyway, then Jen's mom calls her to ask, how is your health? But Jen is still angry at her mom, so she cuts the phone. After this, Meow goes outside Ruining's uncle, Uncle Yan's house to meet Ruining. Here, after eating food made by Uncle Yan's hands, Meow finds faults in that food, saying, this is not made well, so Uncle Yan goes to hit him. Here, Lin finds out Ruining has gone to her uncle's house, but Jen comes and also tells Lin, Meow has gone to her uncle's house to meet Ruining. Doesn't this seem strange to you? Now, after inciting him, Jen leaves from there. Anyway, then after this, Lin finds out Mom is admitted to the hospital. He comes to see her. Actually, the previous day, Lin's mom was waiting for Lin's dad to come home so that they both could spend time together. But Lin's dad had not come. Now in the current day, Lin meets his dad and says, why don't you give time to Mom? So his dad says, I had told your mom not to wait for me. There was a meeting yesterday, and I have also told your mom not to drink too much, yet she doesn't listen. So what is my fault in this? Now Lin already knows dad does not care for his mom. Next day, Lin's mom's servant tells her, Lin's dad has come home. Hearing this, Lin's mom goes to meet him, but by then Lin's dad leaves again for an important meeting. So then Lin's mom gets angry. On that side, Meow has drawn some moments of him and Ruining. From this, Ruining will understand, Meow loves me so much. Then when Meow starts moving toward Ruining, just then Lin comes there and hugs Ruining because he was missing Ruining a lot. Now there are tears in Ruining's eyes, and she looks toward Meow. Now Meow has expressed his feelings. Now it is up to Ruining who she would like to stay with. Over there, Jen instigates Lin and says, Meow has started liking Ruining. He is just listening to his heart. He doesn't even care about you. And Ruining is also cheating on you. Hearing all this, Lin gets very angry at Jen. So Jen says, wait, I will show you proof right now. Then she calls Ruining and lies. Hello, Ruining. Meow has got hurt very badly and he is on the ground. Now hearing this, Ruining immediately starts running. So then Jen tells Lin, saw how Ruining ran away to see him. If it were you in place of Meow, she would never do this. Hearing all this, Lin starts getting even more angry. Over there, Ruining goes to the ground and sees that Meow hasn't got any injury. But here Meow is unable to control his feelings anymore and kisses Ruining. Seeing this, Ruining is also shocked. Now coming into the room, Meow starts behaving in a weird way. Remembering Ruining, he holds Mo's face. And just then, that boy comes into the room who always comes at the wrong time, and he misunderstands these two again. Here, giving a lunchbox to Ruining, Katie says, go give this to Mo. I brought it for him. Ruining goes to give him the lunchbox, so a senior catches her. She asks, what are you doing here? Just then Jen comes there and says, Ruining, you are very proud that your mom bought 40 costumes, right? Now Ruining says, what are you saying? Those are just 40 costumes. Now the senior says, this might be a small thing for you, but for people like us, 40 costumes is a very big thing. Actually, you have never done hard work, right? So you won't understand this. Now Ruining says, I can also earn money. So Jen says, okay, then earn 1,000 rupees in one day and show. If you do this, then you can take revenge from me for that day's slap. Ruining says, and if I lose, then you slap me again. So Jen is happy because she knows Ruining will never be able to do this work. Now later, Ruining starts selling food. Here, seeing Meow, Ruining says, yesterday you kissed me without permission, so today you will help me. Then Ruining and Meow start shouting loudly. On this, customers come and start buying food. Then when Ruining counts the money, only 500 rupees have been collected. Then Ruining gets an idea, and she brings a speaker. In this, she asks Meow to record his voice. Then both record voice in this, then turn the speaker on. So people come here once again and start buying food. By evening, 1,000 rupees are collected. Then these people leave with the remaining food because now the program is about to start. Now all the directors have come to this program. Here, Rui Ning and Miao come quickly and sit near Katie. Now the program has started where Jen does not perform anything special because she is not even smiling. Now here Rui Ning tells Katie, "We are coming after selling street food." So Katie starts looking at that speaker. Now Rui Ning suddenly realizes that she has made a mistake in counting. 1,000 rupees have not been collected. Just 900 have been collected. Just then, Katie accidentally turns on the speaker, and its sound spreads in the whole hall. So stopping the performance, the authority asks, "Who did this?" So Miao and Rui Ning hide under the chair. Now after this, the teachers say that they did not like Jen's performance. So Lin says, "We can take another heroine. Her name is Rui Ning, but her voice is not good." So the teachers say, "The voice should be good. This show will be shown on TV too." So Lin says, "We have Jen's recorded voice. Playing that voice in the background, Isa. We can ask Rui Ning to perform on stage." So then everyone agrees. Now then, Lin calls Rui Ning, and Rui Ning has to come from behind. Now Rui Ning agrees to this role and says, "You all must be hungry. You buy food from me." In this way, Rui Ning gets 1,000 rupees. Then she goes to Jen. So Jen says, "Here, slap me. You have already slapped me once by snatching my role from me." Now Rui Ning says, "Teachers didn't like your performance, so they themselves rejected you." Then Rui Ning slaps her and says, "When I had no fault, even then you had hit me. So why shouldn't I take revenge on you?" Now later during the performance, Lin feels good because Rui Ning bravely collected 1,000 rupees and taught Jen a lesson. Now, out of happiness, he gives Rui Ning a forehead kiss. Seeing this, Lin gets shocked because this part is not in the script. Now Rui Ning's mom and Lin's dad also notice this thing. Later, Lin's dad asks Lin, "Do you like Rui Ning?" Lin says yes. So his dad says, "You should pay attention to studies right now." So Miao says, "Dad, you have always kept stopping Lin from everything. Let him also live his way." Now Lin gets emotional because Miao said so much for him. Miao says, "Actually, I also like her." Now later, talks happen between Lin and Miao, where both decide now it will be left to Rui Ning whom she will make her boyfriend. Just then, Rui Ning comes here and takes Lin away from here to talk. Then she tells Lin, "Sorry." So Lin understands Rui Ning's answer is no. This means she does not like Lin. Now Rui Ning is constantly saying sorry, so Lin silences her. Here the scene cuts, and we are shown Miao. Now a message from Rui Ning comes to Miao, seeing which he gets very happy. From her message, Miao understands, Rui Ning has not chosen my brother. Now during the chat, Rui Ning and Miao confess what is in both of their hearts. Now, after this, Rui Ning gets ready to go on a date. Just then, she gets a call from where she finds out Dad's condition is not right. In fact, he has cancer. Knowing this, Rui Ning's lost her senses. Over there, Miao's dad starts holding Rui Ning's mom because these two were lovers at one time, and then due to family pressure, they could not stay together. And now, Miao's dad wants to stay with Rui Ning's mom, but Rui Ning's mom does not want this. Now Jen clicks a photo of these two. Then showing this photo to Rui Ning, she says, "An affair is going on between these two. You leave Miao, otherwise I will make this photo viral. Then your mom will not be worthy of showing her face anywhere." Rui Ning says, "My mom took so much care of you, so why are you doing this to her?" Jen says, "She used to pity me. The food you didn't like, your mom used to give that food to me. I had to wear your old clothes. She got me admitted to the art line so that I could do different sketches for you. Just like you spin two boys around, your mom also spins two boys around." Hearing this, Rui Ning gets very angry and hits Jen. So Jen also attacks her back. A fight breaks out very badly between these two. They both start hurting each other. And just then, Rui Ning's mom comes here. She starts stopping both of them. Then Rui Ning slaps Jen. So Rui Ning's mom slaps Rui Ning only. She says, "How dare you raise your hand on her? Have I given you such values?" Then Rui Ning's mom saves Jen and takes her away from here. So Rui Ning screams and says, "Mom, listen to me at least." Then she falls and starts crying a lot. Now many troubles have come into Rui Ning's life. Her mom's affair is going on, her dad is sick, and now she will have to break up with Miao even without wanting to. Now after this, Rui Ning's dad calls her, so Rui Ning acts, "I know nothing." But then she is unable to control herself and cries. Now later she goes to meet Miao. Then Rui Ning breaks up with Miao and says, "I don't like you." Hearing this, Miao's lost her senses and he says, "You are joking with me." But Rui Ning is absolutely serious because she knows if I don't break up with him, Jen will make my mom's photo viral. Then Rui Ning starts leaving from there crying. After this, both Rui Ning and Miao become very quiet. Both don't talk much to anyone. Now, one night, Lin is going through the corridor when he sees that Jen is putting notes on Rui Ning's desk, so that, tomorrow during the exam, it gets proved that Rui Ning is cheating. Now Jen leaves the classroom, after which Lin enters the class. Then the next day during the exam, the checking team comes into the room. Now, a person from the checking team comes to Rui Ning's desk and checks her desk. Then he says, "We will do Rui Ning's body checkup." With this matter, all classmates get upset because why is this happening only with Rui Ning? Just then the checking team says, any girl should do Rui Ning's body checkup. Now Jen comes to do the body checkup, so stopping her, Rui Ning herself is showing everything by opening up. After this, Rui Ning says, when I am being checked so much, then Jen should also be checked. Then she goes to Jen's desk, from where a notebook is found. Actually, Lin only had stuck this notebook under Jen's desk. So now the director expels Jen from the exam, and everyone says how bad Jen is, low standard, and a fake friend. Due to this, Jen starts crying. Her mom calls her, but she is unable to say anything to her either. Here, Katie comes to sleep with Rui Ning so that Jen does not attack Rui Ning today. So Rui Ning is also happy finding such a good best friend. On that side, Miao's mom pays attention to her husband, where he is going, whom he is meeting. Now, after this, Jen calls her, but just then Katie comes to Jen and says, because of you, Rui Ning has left the college and gone. After all, why do you keep chasing her? Now after Katie leaves, Jen starts talking to Miao's mom again. Here Miao goes to tell Lin, Rui Ning has left the college and gone. Now Lin already knows Rui Ning has gone because Rui Ning had sent him a letter. In that letter, Rui Ning had written, I am going to spend time with my family. Anyway, then Miao finds out nothing is written about me in that letter, so tears come to his eyes. Over there, Rui Ning has shifted with her mom to the area where her dad is admitted. Here, Lin also meets Rui Ning and says, actually, I have some relatives here, and I had to come to meet them. Then he says, Miao's condition is bad. He keeps making your portrait all the time. Meet him once. Here, Jen and Miao's mom have made a team. Jen stays with Miao's dad in his business projects. Taking information and updates from there, she tells everything to Miao's mom. Due to this, Miao's mom is able to get involved in big projects. After this, we see Rui Ning, who has gone to a hotel for some work. Then a lady there tells Rui Ning, your mom is also here. Now she thinks why her mom has come here. So then she sees her mom coming out of a room and calls her. So her mom lies to her, I am in the market. Now then her mom sees her. Just then, Rui Ning opens the door of that room from where her mom came out. Now Miao's dad is in this room. Now Rui Ning thinks, what was my mom doing with this man? Now Rui Ning gets angry and says, my dad loves you so much, and you are doing all this here. Because of you, I left college, broke up with Miao, and you are doing this here? Then she starts running. So Miao's dad starts going after her. Then he tells her, what you're thinking, it is not like that. I like your mom, but there is nothing like that between us. Just then, Lin also comes there, but he does not understand anything. Over there, Rui Ning's mom shouts from the balcony and asks Rui Ning, stop! Now in all this, her mom falls from the balcony and she dies. Rui Ning is unable to take this shock. She says, my mom is in the hospital. I am going there. Actually, Rui Ning is not ready to accept that her mom is not in this world. Now she starts running, so Lin goes to stop her, and now a car comes from the front, and Lin moves Rui Ning aside and comes in front of the car himself. And in all this, he also dies. Rui Ning is unable to take this double shock and faints. Now after this, we see Rui Ning is in a hospital where she is regaining consciousness. Now here Mo and Katie are also there. Seeing these two, Rui Ning says, what are you two doing here? Then Katie asks Rui Ning, you haven't eaten anything for 2 days. Will you eat something? Rui Ning says, was I unconscious for 2 days? Then Katie asks, do you not remember anything? Now Rui Ning goes to remember, but just then Lin's mom comes here. Strangling Rui Ning's neck, she says, you should have died, and because of you Lin left this world. Now everyone starts stopping her. And then Miao is taking his mom outside. Just then, Rui Ning calls Miao to say, sorry. So Miao does not look toward Rui Ning, but his mom tells Rui Ning, your mom died in front of your eyes. Your mom went to stop you, and that is why she fell and died. Now in this guilt, you will also die soon. So Katie asks her to shut up, and Rui Ning's condition starts worsening. Just then, the doctor comes and tells Rui Ning, see your father for the last time. He is counting his last breaths. Rui Ning goes to her dad, where her dad is not even conscious. She starts crying a lot, and just then, her dad dies. She says, how can you all leave me and go? You and mom had promised that you people would celebrate my birthday together. Am I not a good daughter? Just then, the doctor comes and asks Rui Ning to leave from there. Now, Rui Ning talks deliriously to Katie like, my mom had named me Rui Ning. Rui Ning means staying with everyone and looking beautiful. Now here, the scene cuts, and the scene shifts to that moment which we had seen at the start of the drama. Here, Miao says to Rui Ning, we are meeting after many days. How are you? Rui Ning says, I am fine. Now after this, Miao's housemaid takes Rui Ning inside and tells her about all the paintings. Then she leaves from there. Now Miao holds Rui Ning's hand and says, how can you be so shameless? You came here? Now Rui Ning says, you have told the professor to restore old paintings. Now I am the professor's assistant, so he has sent me here. Further, she says, if you want, you can talk to the professor and take someone else in my place too. Now after this, the maid shows Rui Ning her room because now Rui Ning is going to stay here for a month. Now Rui Ning puts a pencil in her hair in memory of Lin, because once Lin had put a pencil in her hair. Then the next day, Rui Ning leaves the house, putting a toothbrush in her hair. Now seeing Rui Ning, Miao takes the toothbrush out of her hair and throws it. Then he takes Rui Ning to a place. There, he asks her, do you not have to explain anything to me? Rui Ning says, I have come to your house only to work, not to express any personal feeling. Then Rui Ning leaves taking the car and starts crying a lot, because as strong as she is showing herself from the outside, she is broken that much from the inside. Now after this, Rui Ning works while listening to a recording. Then she goes to Miao and says, I am restoring your family member Miss Yan's book. Can you tell me about her? Miao says, she was my great-grandmom. She died due to an accident. Since then, there is a curse in our family. If any woman loves any boy of this house, then that woman will die, or she will be completely ruined. This means Miao's family is unlucky. That is why Rui Ning's mom died, and then Lin died. Now after this, showing a medicine bottle to Rui Ning, Miao asks, are you going to take this? Do you know how many side effects this medicine has? My mom has also been taking this for 3 years. By the way, do you remember what Lin had said last before dying? Because my mom wants to know this. She wants to keep every word of Lin with her. Now, Rui Ning says, do you know the story of the prisoner? As a punishment, non-stop water drops were dropped on him. Slowly, he started getting irritated. That is why, let me take all the punishment alone. I do not want to tell anything about Lin's last words. If you have to say something to your mom, then make up a story. Now after this, calling Mo, Miao asks, what has happened with Rui Ning in these 3 years? So Katie is nearby and tells Miao she has had a severe depression issue. She doesn't show it in front of everyone, but endures it alone. She sold everything of her parents and donated that money. Then, on her own, she became Professor Jin's assistant. But to this day, she is very sick. Here, Rui Ning falls asleep and she has a dream where she sees Lin playing. She asks Lin, you are playing here alone. Where is Miao? Lin says, he is busy. That is why I didn't disturb him. Now, further, he says, don't consider yourself guilty because of my death. You have no fault. Now, after this, Rui Ning gets emotional and says, please come back. Everyone is missing you a lot. After this, in the morning, Rui Ning wakes up from sleep and she is looking at something from the balcony. She thinks, how did my mom fall from here? Just then, Miao comes and pulls her from behind and says, are you crazy? Actually, Miao feels Rui Ning wants to commit suicide. Now Rui Ning says, I was not going to commit suicide, I was just looking at something. So twisting the matter, Miao says, actually, I don't want you to fall from here. Otherwise, people will blame our family saying, you fell from our balcony. Just then, Jen comes here. Now Jen has become very rich, and she does not like that Rui Ning comes to Miao's house. So now she takes Rui Ning to an expensive restaurant. Here, she starts showing off. She says, do you know, not everyone can come here. Only a few people can come here. And I have even lived abroad for some time with Miao's mom. You won't even be able to imagine how much success I achieved there. So Rui Ning says, congrats to her. Then Jen says, I have come here to give you a warning. Further, she says, you were with Lin, and he died. In the same way, you cannot stay with Miao. Stay away from him. Now, Rui Ning says, assistants are very busy, and you are Miao's family's assistant. So how are you passing time sitting here? So Jen says, I care for Miao's family. I am speaking on their behalf. Rui Ning says, don't consider yourself a part of their family. You are just an assistant of Miao's mom who pays you well, and you should not talk about personal things. Now Jen says, I know you are getting jealous seeing me, and you won't even have money to pay the bill here, and so I will pay it. Just then the waiter comes here and says, you don't have to pay the bill because you are our boss's guest. Now Jen thinks, who is the boss here? So Rui Ning says, I am the boss here. Even though I have sold some properties of my parents, and along with that, I sold their house and their collections too. Still, I have other things. I have more resorts and restaurants, but I donate the earnings of those places, and I live on my own hard-earned money. Hearing all this, Jen's lost her senses. Now later, Rui Ning goes to her room, opposite which is Lin's mom's room. Sitting there, she is looking at Lin's photograph. After this, Meow comes and starts taking her away. Actually, after Lin's death, his mom has slowly gone mad. She remains unaware of anything. Now Jen comes here and tells Ruining, "Saw what you did." Now Ruining runs to her room because her health starts deteriorating very much. She quickly starts looking for her medicines. Then sitting in the room itself, she starts crying. In a while, Meow brings milk for her, but now Ruining is crying so loudly that her voice is coming outside. Then Meow goes inside the room and says, "If you are not sleeping, then drink this milk." Now, Ruining gives no reply, so Meow says, "My mom is fine. Don't think so much about all this." Then Meow starts leaving from there, so Ruining holds his hand and is crying a lot. So Meow also hugs her and gets sad because, in the end, he cares for Ruining, because Ruining has been his first love. Now from outside, Jen is also watching them like this. Now when Meow comes out of the room, then Jen asks him, "Do you have no shame? Are you even a son of this house or not? Because of whom your mom got sick, Lin died. You are going to her only?" Now Meow says, "You are just an assistant of my family, so stay like an assistant only. Don't come to give me advice." So Jen says, "Earlier you used to care so much for me too. Why don't you do it now? Is it because Ruining has come? What is there in Ruining that is not in me?" Now holding her face, Meow says, "Earlier I used to think you are innocent, but now I have known your reality." Now later Jen meets Ruining and says, "I am not at all sad for your parents' death because your mom always gave me your old dresses. Whatever food or things you didn't like, she gave that to me, as if I am a dustbin." Now Ruining thinks, she is not even sad about my parents' death. On top of that, she hates them so much. Then Jen says, "Your mom's death was not an accident. Meow's mom had pushed her." Here we see in a flashback, Meow's dad is telling Ruining's mom, "You please come back to me." But Ruining's mom clearly refuses and says, "This cannot happen." Now Meow's mom secretly hears all these things. She gets angry thinking, "No matter what I do, only Ruining's mom will remain in my husband's heart." So she goes and pushes Ruining's mom from the balcony, and with this, Ruining's mom dies on the spot. Now Jen had seen this thing, and to shut her mouth, Meow's mom has given her so much money, and due to this, she has become very rich. Now the scene comes to the current time where Jen says, "You won't be able to give justice to your mom because you have no proof." Just then, Ruining shows a recorder and says, "This is enough to send criminals like you to jail." After this, a fight breaks out between Ruining and Jen over the recorder, where Jen pushes Ruining from the balcony. Just then, Meow saves her. Now Jen gets angry, so she picks up a brick to hit, but just then Meow says, "I love you" to Ruining, so that Ruining doesn't give her life. Then Jen understands, whatever I do, I will lose to Ruining. And just then, she starts remembering moments spent with Meow. Now Jen leaves Meow's house. She thinks, whatever I do, I won't be able to go ahead of Ruining. Even though I have money and power, still, I won't be able to defeat Ruining. I have to live alone. Over there, Ruining does not tell the police about Meow's mom's crime because she thinks Meow's mom has gone mad, and in this way she is enduring her punishment. Now due to this, Jen also gets saved. Now, Meow's mom tells Ruining, "I still hate you today." But then she starts saying, "Tell me, what last words did my son say to you before dying?" But Ruining feels Meow's mom does not deserve to hear this because she has been very cruel to Ruining's mom. So she says nothing to Meow's mom about this. Now we see in a flashback that Lin had told Ruining before dying, "I have to compromise for you and Meow. I don't want to forget you because I have truly loved you, but I will make this compromise." Now the scene comes to the current time when everything starts getting right. Over there, Katie proposes to Mo, "Will you marry me?" And Mo also agrees immediately, "Yes." Here, Ruining keeps remembering her old college days. In those days, even though she and Meow kept fighting, they were happy. Now remembering all this, finally, Ruining says, "I really love you, Meow." Now hearing this from behind, Meow gets shocked and happy too. He understands, now Ruining has started getting better and she is ready to come into my life again. And with this, the happy ending of this drama happens.